Okay, all right, man. So what's going on, there, everybody in YouTube land, Free Game Nation, all that good stuff there. I'm the Professor Joe Casey. The only one on this platform trying to make sure all y'all game is as sharp as y'all mind. Ain't nobody else doing that. You know what I mean? Let's just be real, man. I mean, you got people on here doing that. I don't want to say that. Nobody else. That's a bold statement. That's a hard statement. But it's damn near impossible to find them. And if you guys know them, let me know. Let me know if you know anybody that's dropping this shit as raw as I'm dropping it, bringing it as raw as I'm bringing it. You know what I mean? Let me know. You figured out. Not the niggas y'all been talking about, cause them man, I don't even wanna go there. I don't even wanna go there. But I had a before I even get started, I gotta give a shout out to the Patreons, everybody supporting the Cash App, PayPal, all that good stuff. Professor Joe Casey at gmail.com. I gotta give a shout out to even to some of the YouTubers who be hitting up the Gmail and asking questions. You know what I mean? It's been a while since I answered a question on here. So, today I'm gonna do that. And some of y'all be asking some silly questions, man. And I'm not trying to be malicious or facetious when I say some shit like that. Some of y'all be asking some goofy ass questions, and it'd be goofy because when I respond to it, hell, I know I be laughing, and I know y'all be laughing too because I regularly see LOL and BOFL in the goddamn responses. So y'all know y'all be asking some silly shit. But it is what it is, man. I'm the professor, man. When I got time, I get to it. I'd have some people cuss me out because you see how fucking small my channel is? Like, I don't do this shit full time. I got other shit to do. I don't sit around just asking fucking answering fucking emails all damn day. You know what I mean? Let me go ahead and get to it. I don't want to dwell on that before I get into the show. But I done literally had people get pissed off at me about, stupid ass Gmails, man. Dude, I don't do this for a time. And the responses I do give you guys is only gonna be one response. Especially if you're not on the Patreon. I'm not finna go back and forth talking to you when I got other shit to do. That's trickish. That's like me tricking. That's like me tricking off my energy just for fucking YouTube views. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean? I will be cordial enough to give you a quick little response to say what's happening with you. Say, oh, what's going on, Professor? I'll be like, all right, what's going on, my G? If you ask a question, I'll say, hey, bro, if it's something I answered on the Patreon, I'm gonna say, hey, bro, I answered that on the Patreon. I'm not finna no. So let's get that straight. And then everybody who's coming on the YouTube, understand. I got a filter on my comments that saves me time. I got other shit to do. You know what I mean? Now, granted, I am going full time in January. January, I'm going to be full time content creating because I got this channel. I got another channel that I do, which is what I really want to do. That's where my heart at. My heart and soul is in these motherfucking video games. I'd rather be playing video games than teaching you niggas how to get bitches. But you figured out it is what it is, man. I gotta make sure I top both markets. I gotta top this video game market because that's where the real money at. And that's where the easy fucking content at. I ain't got to drop game for these niggas on the video game channel. All I could do is just sit down, let my personality, you understand, come through on the streams, and motherfuckers just gonna pile in. They just gonna watch me sit down and don't do shit. You feel me? I probably sit down and play video games with a bitch or something and let them chat with the bitch while I have fun playing video games. And it don't get no more pimpish than that. It don't get no more pimpish than getting paid to play fucking video games. But let me go ahead and get into what I want to get into, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, I do have a filter for these comments. So be wary of what you put in the fucking comment box. Don't be cussing and dropping all these nigga words and shit. And then when your comment don't show up, you looking at me like, Professor, you done deleted my shit. No, nigga. YouTube did that, you goofy ass nigga. I had a bitch that she, man, that bitch went off on the motherfucking comment, you know what I'm saying? And she cool as fuck. You figured out, you know what I'm saying? She been a support on YouTube for a minute, so I don't want to dig too deep on her. But then she gonna go off on the fucking comment and getting deleted. Then talk about you still the homie. Nah, Professor ain't the homie. You figure? See, this how I want my operation, man. Motherfucker get out of line. You feel me? I gotta excommunicate you. To come back on board, you gonna have to pay a choosing fee. Now, since, you know what I'm saying, since this ain't no relationship type situation, since you're just a YouTube and a sub and a content creator type of deal, you can come back on this shit and check out the videos and vibe with me. But the professor ain't gonna fuck with you until you at least drop $20 on that Cash App. That's the choosing fee for that stupid shit you was saying when you thought a nigga deleted your raggedy ass comment. If I don't see $20 on that goddamn Cash App from your name saying, all right, hey, I shouldn't have said that stupid shit, then hey, man, you can watch all you want, man, but the professor ain't gonna have no worries for you, because I don't rock like that. That's the goddamn choosing fee to come back into the good graces of the professor, because you done said some goofy shit. But, let me go ahead and get into what I want to get into, man. Somebody asked me, is pussy supposed to have a smell? They me a pussy. All right, cool. Hold on. Let me. Goddamn. See, this is why I don't be liking. This is what I hate about YouTube. Cause you gotta keep your composure. It's not a Patreon show where I'm teaching the class. YouTube is kind of like, I don't know how to put YouTube. It's just different. It's just different. It's gonna be a different vibe on YouTube. Patreon, it's professor. I'm teaching. YouTube, I'm trying to teach low key, but this shit is free, so I'm not trying to change your fucking life on YouTube for free. And before I answer this question, if you're a $5 tier on Patreon, be happy with the little 30 to 20 hours of content that's on there, man. Dude, I'm not trying to change. It's hard to change somebody's life for $5. You know what I mean? That's why I tell people, bottom line, minimum, you should be on that $10 tier if you're on the Patreon. Minimum. So you can get those 1 hour classes. Like I say, in January, we're going full time. We're going to start doing the virtual online courses and all the other shit. But minimum, if you're trying to get some solidified game, you should be on that $10 tier, man. I don't be inboxing me saying, hey, professor, why you putting more stuff on the $10 tier? Like a goofy motherfucker literally asked me that. Why am I putting more shit on the $10 tier than the... all right. Let me get back to it. Okay, cool. I mean, niggas literally want you to change their life for $5 a fucking month. When niggas is doing live streams and niggas is donating, super chatting over $100 a fucking month on a live stream, and that's free. That's for everybody. But you expect to come on a nigga Patreon and pay $5 a month. That's it. And a nigga to give you some life changing information. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. God damn. But y'all trying to turn the professor into the goddamn tricky. But let's get to it. Let's get to it. Goddamn. Okay, cool. Now, pussy is like a flower. It's like a flower. All flower has a fragrance, man. Imagine seeing a flower that didn't have a fragrance. It's no different than a fucking picture. So, that's why they came up with the saying, stop and smell the roses. So, my brother, I'm pretty sure that, I know I laughed when I first said this question, but I'm pretty sure this is a serious fucking question. You want to know if pussy's supposed to have a smell? The answer is yes, but here's the catch. Here's the kicker. Pussy is supposed to have a pleasant smell. When you walk and you see a flower and you stop and you pick that flower up, the whole experience from the flower comes from the fragrance. You know what I mean? The beautiful, the euphoric experience you get from a flower doesn't come from looking at it. Looking at a flower is no different than looking at a picture. But being able to hold that flower, being able to pick it up, being able to smell it, that's where the experience comes from. So, yes, pussy is supposed to have a smell, but it's supposed to have a pleasant smell. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be concerned about the pussy smelling. You should be concerned if the smell is not pleasing to your spirit. The smell of the pussy should be pleasing to your soul. It should turn you on. The smell should make you feel like you're home. Now, I'm gonna give you some game on this now. When you are using condoms, you got to understand now, when you're using condoms, you're using something to prevent babies from happening. You're using something to prevent STDs from happening. So you're going to have to make compromises and sacrifices in other places. So, if you throw that Magnum on and you go in that pussy, then yeah, it might smell a little bit like a Italian Kingdom. You might start, you're going to smell the Magnum, because you got to understand, condoms have chemicals, condoms have other shit on there. When you have sex with a condom, that's not natural sex. So, the smell of the pussy is going to be compromised. But even still, it shouldn't be a smell that displeasing and diseasing to your fucking soul. Because if your soul is diseased by the smell of the pussy, then most likely there's a disease inside of the pussy. I'm gonna say it again. If your soul is diseased, if the pussy ain't easing to your spirit, that means it's diseasing, which most likely mean it might be a disease inside that pussy. So the smell must always be pleasant. What good is a flower that doesn't have a fragrance? If you ever smelled a expensive perfume or expensive cologne, all that shit come from flowers. They get the fragrance from the flower, they extract it, and then they put it in a fucking expensive ass cologne bottle, then they sell it to you. So all flowers have a fragrance. You should be worried if the flower doesn't have a fragrance. A lot of people like, I want to fuck a bitch, the pussy smell like water, pussy ain't got no smell to it. Don't be listening to these stupid ass niggas in these rap songs, that pussy smell like water, ain't got no smell to it and all that shit though. Because if you come across a pussy that don't got no scent, then that means she is using something to cover up the smell of that pussy. That means something might be wrong with that pussy. That means she probably in that pussy. I mean, she probably undusted that pussy 100 different goddamn times to try to get whatever funky, kinky smell that was in that pussy up out that pussy. So whichever unsuspecting sucker that happens to hop up onto that pussy, you figure out he won't be the wiser. So all pussy should have some type of smell to it. If it don't have no smell, that's when you should be concerned. If the smell is diseasing to your spirit, if you don't like the smell, if the smell is not a pleasant smell to you, then you should be concerned. But you don't get concerned if you fucking the bitch and the pussy smell. But my question is, do the pussy smell like pussy supposed to smell? Or do the pussy smell like, damn, she just took a shit out the wrong side of her body? Does it smell like the shit came out the pussy instead of the asshole? That's the question you gotta ask. Do you smell the pussy before y'all even start fucking? Do as soon as the panties come down, is you smelling pussy? That's the question you need to be asking. When y'all have sex, after the end of the sex, do the room smell like badussy? That's booty, dick, and pussy. That's the question you need to ask. Now, if that's the question, then yeah, man, don't fuck with that pussy. But if she dropped them panties, and that aroma turns you on, and that aroma put a smile on your face once you start playing with that pussy, once you start fucking, then bro, that's home right there, bro. That's home right there, 'cause that's what the flower is supposed to do. The flower is supposed to, make you feel better. The flower is supposed to activate hormones and all that bullshit inside your body. That's the whole experience of the fucking rose. A rose without a fragrance is fucking useless. This is why they say stop and smell the fucking roses. They don't say stop and look at the roses. They say stop and smell the flowers. So, you know what I mean? I hope that answered your question, bit dog. You know what I mean? In a professional opinion, the pussy is supposed to have a scent to it. That's perfectly normal, long as it's pleasing to the senses. Everything in life should have some type of scent to it. You know what I mean? If it doesn't give off a fragrance, then most likely it's plastic. That's how I look at it. If it doesn't give off a fragrance, then most likely it's fucking plastic. Everything should have a scent to it. You, as a man, you should have a scent to yourself that, you know what I mean? If you never had a woman walk up on you and want to smell you, then your game is already fucked up. Your game is already slipping. So everything in life should have a scent to it. The thing is, the trick to it is the scent should be pleasing to the senses. All right, man. So y'all holler at me, man. You know what I mean? Y'all be cool on your stool. Understand? Not cooking with 2 peas in a pot. They ain't cooking it. The stove ain't hot. I'm the professor. I'm out of here.